Hi, it's Storytelling Ron. I'm here to talk about Adobe InDesign and how I use it for DMing. I just got a couple things popped up here. This is the Adobe, thing when you sign up for Adobe. I'll just show you real quick. To be honest, I can't recommend it. Adobe, I hope you're listening because of the price. I can't recommend it because of the price. And I'm using this Princess of the Apocalypse file just to show you how I do use InDesign. The price is high, and I use it for my writing stuff and a bunch of other stuff I do. But for just the hobbyist or the DM is just doing this for the fun of it, I can't recommend this. But I'm doing it anyway. I'm just going to show you what I do, and you can check it out. And maybe there's a program out there that's very similar. I don't know. Like for instance, the price is, as you can see, $50 for all the apps. I feel that's this turns out to be 50 if you pay for a year, $600. You only get one app if you do $20.99 a month. I really think that's a bummer. I really feel like I'm just gonna recommend Adobe. I think one program should be $9.99. You should have $20.99 for like 4 programs, which would be awesome. And then for this one, it should be 6 or 8, and then the full package, something like that. I just feel like it's too high, and I can't recommend this to people. But anyway, it's what I've been using most of my career when I used to be in the CG career. I used to be a CG animator and all that. I do use Photoshop quite a bit extensively now, and I use InDesign. I really like InDesign. It's new to me, InDesign, and that's like publishing, with layouts. And I really like it for putting as a DM, putting my stuff together. And I'll show you why. I don't really use Illustrator, even though I've installed it. I used Premiere Pro extensively when I was doing a lot of video stuff and animation, and I was going to use it for my YouTube videos. I'm just doing quick and easy YouTube videos, but now they have Premiere Rush, which is still kind of clunky and I guess has some bugs because I tried to just share it to YouTube and it didn't work. But I like it because I just throw in my videos. It cleans up the dang fan in my computer that I can still hear, the CPU fan. It cleans that noise up, and but I also have this Bluetooth which I keep hitting, and so I'm sorry about that. Sorry about smacking my lips too. But anyway, so that's the stuff I have set up for when I use Adobe or when I'm doing videos. But I want to show you InDesign because I really like this, and I'm using it, and I really have a fun using it because I used to use Doc and all that, and now I use what do I use for my writing? It's called the Microsoft, the Open Office one. Oh my goodness, whatever. That's what I use for my writing, but it can't handle images at all. It starts getting all buggy, especially when I'm doing 20 images and maps and trying to put things in there that I used to use a lot of. And not that I need the maps in there, but I like to have them in there so that when I write out my dungeon stuff, I like to see the map next to it and get ideas, and and I'll show you as I'm working on this one. I just want to show you through Princess of the Apocalypse. Now, obviously, that's one of the campaign books, but just show you what I'm doing so you can see how I, as a DM, prepare. And I do quite a bit of preparation because I want to get a grasp of it all, the whole world, before I start it. And these campaign books are a little new to me because I generally do homebrew stuff. I guess I could show you a homebrew one, but for instance, like I'll put a map down, and I found this map online, and it's so. I'll show you how it works, just because why not? So, okay, I have the essentials setup. So essentials setup just shows these pages, and for doing a D&D and setting up a basic stuff, this is all you need. Now, the important thing you have here is pages. Okay, down here, and this is your master. So every page will be based off of this, and you can format this, and that'll format all these pages. Now, to get these pages, you usually start with just one, and then you can add more, like down here. It's kind of like layers, but you create a new page, and you can also insert pages this way, move pages, and here, if you right-click, here you can rename. Is this it? No, wait. Numbering and section. Okay, here you can rename these little sections like chapters or whatever using the section prefix. Okay, so I for some reason have not done it with this one, but I could say, oh, here's I could rename this the temple stone, whatever, stone temple, and the water temple, so I could see it. I just haven't done it, and I guess I don't really need it. Well, let me do an example then. Let's go down to, okay, River Guard Keep. Let me grab onto the spread here, both of them. Numbering and sections. Okay, section prefix. I'll do River Guard. Okay, so you can only do so much. So I'll do River Keep. Key. River Keep. So now I'll see River Keep, and it'll keep going, obviously, River Keep all the way down until I change in the next one, which is Sacred Stone. I'll rename that one. Now, you guys, maybe know this better than I do. I don't know. I just know the basics, and I'm just showing the basics. Stone, Mon. Okay. And so that way I can sort of know, okay, here's where the River Guard section is. Here's where the Stone Monastery is. I'll rename this one, but I won't do it right now because obviously you don't need to see it. Here's what I love about this. So you got this, you can easily add in text boxes and the artwork, and it doesn't go crazy on you. And it's very simple. You just, like, if I want to do a new text box, I'll grab that. I'll just click here. Everything generally snaps, like that. It's pretty easy to snap. Also, I right click here, I figure text frame options, and I do two columns. And that way this has, it has the, it goes to 2 columns like that. And so I can write this whole text in here all the way down, whatever this whole box is, and write as much text as I want in there. And of course, if I move it around, if I squeeze it or change it, move it to another area, that the text flows with that. So I like being able to move my stuff around, and you know what I mean? Obviously, this is like the best way for a DM to have their stuff. See, I can make it narrow and fit it over here. Maybe this is a little treasure list for this group or slaves or whatever. Little extra info box. I'll delete that. And as you can see, I'll have the 2 maps. I'll fit them on there, and then I got this part about the knights or whatever the story elements. And then this is the tome and ledger. So this is an extra little box of info that I have. And so I really like playing with it that way. I like, I got my treasure options, some extra helpful magical items. So this is what I like doing, like using InDesign. And since I have this on my laptop and I share between the two, I can easily upload this there and use this when I'm playing the game, when I'm playing D&D, when I'm DMing. So yeah, it's really cool. It's really handy. One other thing, let me find a smaller image. And I found all this stuff online somewhere. I don't know, these images. I got the book. I bought it. Bought them all. But when I make these, you gotta find the pages. One funky thing, maybe you guys know better than I do. So when you rechange, hold shift and say you want to change it to fit here. See how it cuts the image? This image doesn't resize automatically. So you got to go over here to properties, and then this is where you do properties for fonts, and then of course if you have this selected, properties for the image, and here you can frame fit. And I tried to make it so that it would, maybe it's auto fit. Let me see if it'll auto fit. I messed around with this and I just gave up on it. Okay. Oh, well, let me try that. Okay. This one here will fit the image to the shape I made. See? And then let me see if it'll actually auto fit now. Oh, okay. See, I just learned something while I'm doing this with you. I messed around with it before. I couldn't figure it all out, so I just figured out the basics, and then that's all I use from now on. But I just realized there's an autofit button there. And I used to have this up top here, and now I moved it down. So I'm seeing different things now, but whatever. But I really, really like InDesign. I really like the way I can just mess around and put this together. It makes it a lot of fun for me when I'm putting this stuff together. That's, as you can see, I put a lot together, and it's really enjoyable this way. So I guess that's really it for. I do recommend it if you can afford it, or if you already have it and you never just thought to use this program that's in the Adobe whatever it is, membership or yearly annual thing. I do recommend using this InDesign. It's really a lot of fun to use, and then you can let's see, view screen mode. You can go to preview, so you can it'll kind of hide the the extra ruler guides and stuff, so you can just have the text and of course whatever you're highlighting. So that's cool. So yeah, I really like this. I really recommend it for any DM who puts their stuff together, because you can move the text, in boxes around, and with like, here, let me show you real quick, because I enjoy doing this. I'm not gonna save it because I don't know what I did. So this is my own homebrew stuff, and it's actually like on the 13th, or yeah, it starts at 13 because I used it. I was using a doc file before, and I finally switched to this. And I just kind of, for each one, I add, I'll have my info going on here. Let me move this around. So see, I have story parts here. Then I have NPCs here. Like, these are some NPC things. So see, I see there's an image of a bounty hunter I got, and then a bodyguard and an arcane guard. And then, just some extra things, info to remind you. Oh, see here, I have a extra little text box I can easily fit in there, and where they have little extra things I gave them. And this is like a blight druid with, he has a coven of witches. And, and I got this little, I got the little text box of the extra spells, little extra abilities. And then these, of course, are the blights I used that they are in control of. And I put little extra rules here to remind me of things that they have, extra things they do. So yeah, we're like, I found this map online. I really like it. So I decided to use it as their layer. And then, I got the info here about it, so it's really cool that I have these little text box, and, I can put this here, and I have it all handy right like that. And I like to do a little shorthand of each of the my creatures and what they do. I like to do it because, one, it's easier for me to see where things are quickly, and I don't have to read through things and find out, just for me, this is my taste. And then when I write it out, I tend to think about it more too, like what they can do, what I want them to do. I might add something extra here onto it to see, to give them a little more or whatever, something different for them to do. So yeah, so InDesign, I do recommend it if you already have this thing and you never thought to use it as a DM. And I don't want to show it anymore because my characters will be doing that there. So yeah, InDesign, Adobe, I do like it, but I can't recommend it because of the price. I think that's it for tonight. Just doing a little extra video. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope this was helpful. If there is another program out there that's free or similar to this, let me know. I'm kind of curious. That'd be cool. All right. Thanks a lot for watching.